Hi there, my name's James Sawyer, Partner Solutions Consultant here at LastPass. Welcome to this micro demonstration focused on the LastPass end user experience. Today we're going to take a look at password sharing and shared folders. So you may or may not know that you can securely share credentials with any individual that has a LastPass account. Of course, there's perhaps certain restrictions depending on the account type that you have, but whether it's a personal account or a business account, there are ways that you can share these things securely. And we're going to take a look at that and how you can manage the permissions, as well as showing you as well that you can even include specific data from on a business account, such as the TOTP on shared items, so that if people have MFA set up, you don't need to download the Authenticator app. You can just get that code directly from the browser and then log in. Let's get started. So there's a couple different ways that you can actually share credentials. The easiest and quickest way is to just right-click on a specific item and choose to share it. From here, you can invite people to access this folder, and they'll be sent an invitation. Once they accept that invitation, that item will show up in their Apps Shared With Me folder. You can also come in here and revoke access or resend the email if they didn't accept it in the first place. Now, this is perfect for if you're sharing with your wife or if you're sharing with a colleague, just like one-on-one. But if we're talking about full-on teams or full-on management, the better way to do so is through the concept of shared folders. So in order to create a shared folder, you would first go to the Sharing Center. You'd click on the plus, and you give the folder a name. Now, you don't have to type shared. It will automatically populate shared next to it and just give it the name that you've assigned to it. So as an example here, you can see I've created one called Shared JS Cloud IT. So I can manage the folder directly from here, or even in my all items, if I right click on the folder, I can manage the folder. Now, you can invite as many people as you want internally. There's no set limit to internal users. However, if you do invite external people, as you can see this one listed outside of my organization, a maximum of 5 per folder. So it's really made more for an organizational standpoint, but you can use this for personal items and stuff as well if you want to share with a colleague a batch of things. And the beauty behind this too is you can give people specific levels of access. So say you only wanted them to have read-only access, so they could see the URLs and they could see the username. You might want to hide the password so that you could see that stuff but not see the password. You may want to hide certain items from the folder for a specific user and not for others. So you can manage that from this wrench. If you click on it, you can drag and drop tiles over to the side of unavailable items so that the person that you've shared with cannot view them. So I'll give you an example of this in just a moment. This is the user here is set up on my Edge account. So you can see there's he should only be able to see 6 out of the 10 items that are in this folder. So if we close this off and we go to my Edge account, you'll see this user has access to just those 6 items. So as an example, I had read-only and hide passwords listed for this user. So if I go to try to edit this, I can see the username, I can see the URL, but I can't see the password. And if I try to click on it, it tells me I'm not allowed to view this password. So I can't copy or paste this or take it out. We were talking earlier about the one-time passcodes too. So if you have an account like an Amazon account or anything that uses MFA, usually instead of just scanning a QR code, you can get what's called a secret. And if you grab that secret and enter it in here, then it will kind of look like what I have here on my Amazon account. So if we click in here, you can see that there's a one-time passcode showing up, 247 or 242701. In about a minute or so, you'll see in real time it'll change. So it's very much like a multi-factor authentication application, but instead of having to put it on an application, it's directly in this tile. So if I'm trying to access this website, there you can see it just updated, and it prompts me for the multi-factor. I can grab it directly from here. Now, the other thing to keep in mind too is that the proof, as an example, because I've hidden the password from this end user, they can still launch and log into this account. So it doesn't lock them out of access. The beauty behind this is if you have, say, a shared resource like a social media account, your LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, things of that nature, you have multiple people that are logging in with those same credentials. Well, instead of giving them access to the credentials, you add that item to a folder. They can still sign in, and then if ever you do need to let someone go, well, you can just revoke their access rather than changing the password, and you can keep your passwords personal to yourself. Well, that brings us to the end of this micro demonstration. In this episode, we learned about password sharing and shared folders. Please watch our other micro demonstration videos showcasing the various features that are available in the LastPass business. This is James Sawyer, and I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.